Turn it on and
Did you turn it on?
it's running. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, 2 egg yolks, a couple teaspoons of heavy cream. This will keep it more stable. It'll be more forgiving with the heavy cream. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. And what we want to do is whisk this really, really well.
If you can do that, tip it, yeah.
And you want it really, really well. Incorporating maybe a little sun bubbles and whatnot. Now, a lot of recipes will tell you that you really need to beat it until it's double in size, but that's not, in my experience, necessary, because any bubbles you incorporate when you put heat to it, they'll all come out anyway. But it's all smooth. There's no cream. There's no lemon juice. It's a consistent sauce. So now put it on medium-high heat. No, medium-low actually. Medium-low heat. The hotter that you run the burner, of course, the faster the sauce is going to come together. And with practice, you can do this really fast. But slower is safer. You'll notice that when the whisk goes through the sauce, it doesn't leave any streaks. So it's not done yet. What you're really trying to do is get the sauce up to about 160 degrees, which will make it safe. But there's no way you can measure such a small amount with a thermometer, so we're going to use the fact that it'll start streaking to be an indication of the heat. This is the opportunity for you to make a thinner or thicker sauce. Once you start adding butter, you're going to get whatever thickness you've got. This is the point where you have control. Now, a lot of recipes put the sauce over a double boiler, and the reason they put it over a double boiler is to control the temperature. But we're going to actually be using cold butter that's sliced up into pieces, and the adding of the butter is going to lower the temperature. Now you will notice that now we're beginning to leave some streaks, some paths in the sauce, and you need to remove the pan from the heat if it's beginning to get cooked too fast for your comfort level. And see, now notice that when the whisk goes through the sauce, it's leaving streaks behind it, tracks behind it. So what we want to do at this point is add some butter. Now the butter will melt and incorporate into it, so you don't really, a lot of recipes will have you melt the butter. Ooh, that's why. Not controlling, not adjusting the right burner. And as the butter incorporates, add more butter.
So how much butter did you add in?
This is about half a cup of butter, maybe 3/4 a cup of butter total. on the butter that I have chopped up to make the sauce. If you add less butter, that's fine. You'll have a more eggy sauce. If you add more butter, you'll shift towards a more buttery sauce. And there is a point where the egg yolks no longer are sufficient to emulsify the butter and your sauce breaks. So if your goal is the most buttery sauce possible, then you have to be very careful and watch your sauce. Now I like it a little more eggy, so this is the ratio I use.
So it was getting too warm, you just took it off the burner.
I took it off the burner. When I put the last of my butter into the sauce, I allow that butter to cool the sauce, to keep it from overcooking once there's no more butter to be added. And your sauce is done. That's basically it.
Where's your Tabasco?
Yeah, a little bit of Tabasco. Put a few drops in. Can use Louisiana hot sauce or some other hot sauce, but Tabasco is traditional. And there you go. Now, if you want to really play it safe, then, sorry, failed to anticipate something. Then what you want to do is take the sauce out of the saucepan and put it into a bowl. Your Hollandaise sauce is done. Now, you can notice that this is a nice, thick, creamy Hollandaise sauce.
So the stabilization adds, well, the cream is added for the stabilization.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so you can do your Hollandaise sauce first and then do your eggs and everything else. But if you're going to do it absolutely last, you wouldn't necessarily need to.
Well, the other thing about the Hollandaise sauce, I mean adding the cream to it, means that your Hollandaise sauce can actually be kept for hours and not risk the sauce breaking. I have broken the sauce before, and I'm not going to do it in the video.
So that's good. So that's Hollandaise sauce.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Say, whoop, wait a minute. I'm going to severe close-up of your chin. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.